people were doing their mix and mingling, and unfortunately, due to technical issues, it never actually happened. So I've got a whole list of tracks that actually sitting in my Windows Media Player at the moment. But yeah, this is a track that was submitted for that, and I absolutely loved it. Very much of the ilk of possibly the first two bands. It's got a hard rocking edge to it, and I went and had a chat with the guys, and I'm going to try and do what I can using Riff Taft's, should we say, influences to try and help them progress further. Really, as I say, I love what they do, and I hope you like it too.
Right on. So here we go with Icarus Falls and Venom. Dig this.
This is a mistake that I'm happy to make. So turn the lights out so I'm blind and I can see. This girl is venom and she's flowing through me. I know she's no good, but it feels so good to me. This is a mistake that I'm happy to make. So turn the lights out so I'm blind and I can see. This girl is venom and she's flowing through me. She's flowing through me.
Icarus Falls with Venom and borderline metal. I know. I would say pretty much all metal there, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, it was definitely a heavy rocking tune and had all elements / aspects of a metal tune. Like, I mean, but yeah, if you classify the way yourself as the way you like to self-identify, that's totally cool. But either way, it was a rocking tune. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was just saying, I kind of get the borderline metal thing because it's kind of it's more hard rocky to me. I wish there was a blues element, because then they could be the world's second ever hard rock blues band alongside obviously 1-in-5. But there's not really. It's much more hard rock metal or heavy rock or whatever. But you know, as I tried to word in 140 characters, borderline metal is borderline fucking awesome, or just fucking awesome, basically. So. Fuck it, it's music you can swear to. It's like whoever that band was we played last week, where we almost couldn't help. We almost got banned from several places. Depending on the time zone. But no, it's proper quality, and I can see where you like it. Now I know I've known you for a reasonable amount of time now, Ivan, and I know that this is exactly your kind of music. This is I can imagine when you heard this, you wept a little bit just at how great it was. Is that fairly accurate?
That's not too far away from it. So yeah, I mean, as you know, I very much grew up listening to the likes of Iron Maiden, AC/DC, and old school metal. And when this one got submitted, and I was going through the tracks that were submitted for this background music that never happened. This was the one that I thought, oh, this really, really, really is my cup of tea. And as I say, I had a chat with them at the event. I says, why do you call yourself a rock and roll band? You're a metal band. And they said, no, we're a borderline metal band. Okay. So, as I was saying, if Lemmy was calling Motorhead a rock and roll band, if these guys want to call themselves a rock and roll band, they're in very good company. I mean,
you can't argue with Lemmy, really.
I wouldn't.
No. For people that haven't been to the events, like you kind of mentioned the sort of meet and mingle bit and stuff, but do you want to just tell people what would happen if they were to come to the London event on the 7th of June, I want to say. Is that right? Yeah, on the 7th of June. If they wanted to go there, what would they expect?
Wow, so what we do, we basically split the evening into two. So we start off with introductions. We have a microphone set up that people can, obviously it's not compulsory, they don't have to if people aren't comfortable on a mic, but we offer them the chance to come up and do a little introduction. We ask for three pieces of information, really. One, who they are. Number two, what they do. Number two, what they do. And number three, the type of people that they would like to meet, that would help them further what they do, basically. So we normally keep it to about a minute, because especially when you get the sort of numbers we had at the last one. So as I say, and so we invite anyone up who wants to do that. People can obviously make notes of, as I say, we encourage people to bring sort of pen and notepad, and we provide that as well if they don't. And then once everybody's come up that's wanted to do that, we go into, say, mix and mingle, where everyone just literally wanders around, and someone once described it as a musical version of speed dating. So, which is not too dissimilar to what it is, really. We don't do the old name stickers and that, but apart from that, it's not too dissimilar, you know. So. That's pretty much how, as I say, I just do a little intro at the beginning, and so we invite everybody up, and then we do mix and mingle. So that's pretty much the crux of it, really.
I love that. And so the London one, the Brighton one. So from memory, there was about 350 people who either said they were going or interested on the Facebook event, and of those, pretty much everyone who said they were going went, and pretty much everyone who said they're interested didn't. So it's kind of 100. Just over 100 probably.
101 like that. 101 actually said they were going to come, and it wouldn't have been too far out from that.
About right, yeah. And I actually turned up a little bit late because I was halfway up the country, sadly.
You were.
Yes. And turned up and was just like, what is going on in here? This is insane. But I've noticed on the London event, so it's hit 12,000 people have seen the event. 71 are going, and almost 300 are interested. So, bearing in mind it's not for a few weeks, the expectation has got to be that that's going to be the biggest one yet, based on that so far. And what with London being a bigger city, I can only imagine that you're pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I think you know, and as I've made no secret of the fact that the last couple of London ones we've done have been very, very disappointing. To see, you know, as I say, at the moment, I do tend to think that the interested generally aren't going to come, so I'll work largely on the confirmed figure is going to be fairly accurate. That seems to have been the case in most of them. So at the moment, yeah, we're at 71. We've got, about 2.5 weeks? Yeah, 2.5 weeks to go. If we were to supersede the Brighton one and get well over 100, well, it would be phenomenal. If it stays at the 71 we've got at the moment, I'll be more than pleased. If that number starts going up into three figures, then that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I actually stayed silent there because I thought you were going to make a little bet there. I think you're going to say, I'll sell something or I'll eat something. Or I was just waiting if it gets over this number. But you held yourself back, which is a shame because obviously this recording goes up for life. So.
that was never going to happen.
But I mean, it is fantastic, and it's one of those where and it's worth pointing out when you said the last two London events have been disappointing. They've just been a bit quiet, haven't they? There's been some good, people there that have made good connections, but actually just not enough people for various reasons, and we don't know if it's day of the week or location or January, for example, was one, and January is a rubbish month to do anything in this country. So there's various things, but this is looking like
we have
got the right combination of things, I think. So
we're trying a new location, so I don't know if it's totally down to that, or I don't know. I'll probably start asking. I think it's just that as Rift Taff is growing and growing so quickly, I just think that the word of mouth is getting out there, and obviously once we put the pictures up of the Brighton one, people were sort of sitting up taking notice and thinking, wow, if that amount of people are turning up, it's worth coming along. So
I've heard a rumour that if you get over 150 people at the London one, Dr. Bones will personally fly over to the next one.
Yeah, I sure will. I'll take this. I'll take this spruce moose.
Yeah. I don't know where. I mean, he might have to fly over in the luggage compartment.
Yeah.
but he's in the right place, isn't he?
Well, that's true. He works for the Air Force.
Yeah.
And you work on the other end, so you can smuggle him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's soft out then.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, on that note, over to you, Lindsay.
Okay, well, we have the next song, and Ivan, you mentioned her earlier. The next one up is Annika Brown with One Step at a Time. So give us a little bit of background on this one.
I just love Annika's voice. Annika's originally from Germany. She's been over in the Brighton area for quite a while now. She's just putting the finishing touches to her second album. First album was called Another Night at the Circus, and she's just the second album we think is going to be out November time, and this next track is going to be one of the tracks off that album. As I say, I love her voice. Went down and saw her play a gig down in Brighton very recently, and had a lovely chat with her. And as I say, I love it, and as I say, I hope you guys do too.
Right on. So here we go with Annika Brown and One Step at a Time. Dig this.
Simply cannot such a long way from here to the finish.